Making pizza, it's a family favorite. My dough I put together yesterday, so it's nice and bubbly and awesome. I've shown you how to make this before. I will post a link in the comments for those of you who haven't seen. This is a no-knead dough recipe. I just mixed it up, let it sit on the counter for 2 hours, and I had it in the fridge overnight. You can actually make it up to a week ahead. I usually like to even have it done about 3 to 4 days before. I just wasn't planning far enough ahead. I think it tastes best that way, but you can make it and use it the same day. All right, you want to use plenty of flour because this is kind of a wet dough, and this is enough for 2 pizzas. So I'm just gonna cut it in half, flour on your hands, turn it under itself, and it gets nice and smooth. It costs pennies to make a pizza crust yourself. There's no need to spend a lot of money on that. And it doesn't really take any skill either. Okay, you can go ahead and stretch. You can use your hands. You can use a roller if you want to. The purist will tell you hand stretching is always the best way to go. My pizza stone is hot. My oven has been preheating at 430 degrees, probably 450 by the time I'm ready to go here. And very carefully, you want to stretch your dough on that hot stone. You can use a pizza peel if you want to. I tend to just use my fingers and be careful. And part of that is because I tend to use a lot of more toppings on my pizza, and so a pizza peel can be tricky with a lot of toppings since it doesn't want to slide off as well. Okay, so here's where we're gonna go next. We're going to add a little bit of olive oil. This is optional. I just really like how it tastes. So brush that olive oil all over. You can add some pressed garlic if you want to. And then you're going to add half of your mozzarella cheese at this point, not your sauce. And that's the way most of us grew up making pizza. Put a cheese down first, about half of what you plan to use, and it creates a nice barrier so that you're going to have a nice crust. I've got some pizza sauce, just a drizzle. This is just a traditional pizza today. We're gonna use traditional toppings. What do you like on your pizzas? Do you like them simple or do you like them loaded with lots of stuff? Okay. So you probably notice my crust is starting to puff up. This is actually a really thin crust. It just on the edges puffs up quite a bit, but it's very, very airy. Okay, we'll add the rest of the cheese. And for some of your families, this is all that you'd want, right? Just a cheese pizza. But I'm gonna put other things on there. And then I'll add a little bit of Parmesan. Multiple cheeses just give it extra flavor. I'll add some pepperoni next. Then I've got a bunch of veggies that are all ready to go. You can go as light as you like. Just be careful because veggies do have a lot of water content and it can create a soggy crust. A few onions, a few peppers. Is your mouth watering? Okay, now this fresh garlic. See how chunky this is? It is great sprinkled heavily on top. This is about 6 cloves of garlic, and because it's on top, it's gonna taste kind of roasted. It's not overpowering at all. It's absolutely wonderful. Finish it off with some of our Pampered Chef Italian seasoning. Just dump some into your hand. it makes it a lot easier. There we go. We'll pop it in the oven, about 16 minutes, bottom rack, and it's gonna be perfect. It's all done. You wanna lift it up and make sure your crust is nice and crisp, and ours is. If you like it to be a little darker, leave it in a little bit longer, but I'm gonna let this sit on the stone for a couple minutes, and then we'll be ready to slice and serve.